Hello, and welcome to another episode of Loving the Forgotten. We're counting down to Global Youth Day 2022, celebrated on March 19. And guess what? We are in for an exciting experience as young people across Jamaica will do many acts of kindness and show love and compassion to persons in their communities. I'm your host, Dane Fletcher, and I'm happy to have our very vibrant NCU student Chrisan Gale of the Manchester AY Federation. Chrisan, it is our joy to have you. But just before we hear from Chrisan, here's a sneak peek of what they have done in Manchester AY Federation. Whoa. Yes, thanks for staying with us. As I mentioned, we have Chrisan Gale of the Manchester AY Federation. Chrisan, tell us how it is for you as you have been engaged in activities loving the forgotten.
All right, thank you, Pastor Fletcher. Happy to be here. So far, it has been a wonderful experience. The reception of the persons who benefit from what we gave them is very warming, very welcoming, and they're indeed appreciative.
You spoke about the persons. Tell us more about the persons that you shared love with, and tell us why it is that you chose those persons to love for this special initiative, Loving the Forgotten. Why you consider them forgotten?
Okay, so we engage with persons from the NWSA, or as many persons who know them as the garbage collectors, right? And we chose these persons because when we hear the forgotten, especially centered around Global Youth Day, immediately we go to shut-ins or persons within our local church communities. But there are many groups of people outside of those individuals who need our love and who need to be remembered. And these persons, sometimes we don't remember them until we say, all right, our garbage is piling up and we need to call them to come and collect the garbage. And their persons, they work so assiduously, even though they are few in numbers, and they get a lot done behind the scenes. And lots of the times they are forgotten.
So you're saying that the garbage collectors, they are essential workers that are often overlooked. Because trust me,
yes.
If they don't come in my community for a week or so, everybody in our community group becomes a little bit agitated. So yes, they're truly forgotten. And I tell us more about how it was for you as a young person as you were engaged in the actual process. How did you feel?
Well, it was wonderful. And it was Valentine's Day, which made it feel extremely special. Some of the comments I received was, wow, thank you guys so much. I love this. And this is the best Valentine's Day ever. And how could that not warm my heart?
So you were spreading love, not so much in a romantic way, but in a Christian way. For, as they said, that the greatest gift that anyone could ever receive, the greatest gift of love, is the gift of Jesus Christ. So you were actually demonstrating that. So tell us, what is it that you would say to encourage other young persons to be involved in loving the forgotten?
A lot of the times in our local churches, we're told you have to reflect godliness, and you know that God is kind, and Ellen White writes about his method of reaching out to persons, sympathizing with them, weeping with those who weep. What we don't hear often is paying it forward. There have been moments where we needed an act of kindness that came right on time. We needed a breakthrough, and God came through right on time. And the best way for you to show that God has been there for you is to be there for someone else and paying forward the kindness you would have received.
Awesome. So you're very excited about paying it forward, doing something to help somebody to have a better experience in living. Thank you very much, Chrisan. It has been an exciting experience to engage with you, and I hope that you will do well in your studies at NCU and that you will continue with that attitude of paying it forward. I know that there are some of you young persons, you want to know how to pay it forward. Stay tuned for a tip as to how you can love the forgotten and pay it forward.
There's a saying, it's not about having time, it's about making time. We all know life can get really busy, but when we set aside time for someone in need, it can be really appreciated.
Well, you heard it well from Kristen. She said, just follow Jesus, love our people, take care of their needs, do the best that you can to help them to have a better experience. And in doing so, you will be able to pay it forward. Why not pay it forward today?